Yeah, Alex, first things first, take us through that final look and that final shot that you were able to get up. What did you see? What was the, play call, and how'd you feel about the shot when you put it up?
I felt really good. That was the first look that we drew up in the huddle, and if they were heavily guarding me, I was going to drive and then kick it to the weak side corner. But I had my teammates coming out of the huddle. They all trust me, and they were like, "If you see an opening, shoot that. Like, go win us the game." And not every shot falls, and sadly, it didn't fall, and we lost the game. But we're going to bounce back. I'm not going to. I'm probably not going to sleep tonight on that, but there were a lot of things that we need to improve on.
All right, Sean Walker and then Darnell Dixon.
Yeah, Alex, what was kind of that first half like, especially in the first 10 to 15 minutes? It seemed like they were doing a lot of things to just frustrate you guys, and you were obviously a pretty key point to what they were trying to stop there. So were they just doing something differently than what you expected, or just, what was kind of going on in the first little bit of that game?
They came out with more energy than we did. Into the first media timeout, second media timeout, I told the guys, I'm like, it's not a competition right now. They want it more than we do. And, they were denying hard. They were getting up in us off ball screens, tipping balls away, making us get turnovers. And, we weren't fighting back. And that's something that we need to do consistently throughout the entire game.
Alex, can you tell us, in your opinion, why things turned around for you guys, especially in the second half when you were managed to get back in the game tied up?
I think we had a little growth from the USC loss that we had in Connecticut. A 30-point loss, coming back and having a quick turnaround win game against St. John's, and we kind of all got together and told us that was never going to happen again. Whatever the first half may be, whether we're missing shots, whether we have 12 turnovers or whatever it was, we're going to come back and we're going to fight until that final buzzer rings. And I was really proud of the guys, how we all fought, got back into the game. But, I thought that from the get-go we should have been locked in. We should have came in with more energy and more fight and, started that earlier on from the tip.
All right, Jake Hatch and Hunter Miller.
Alex, I know you said you're going to have a hard time sleeping with this loss tonight, but I do want to ask you about the upcoming rivalry game against Utah. What are you looking forward to about that game, and what are your memories of last year?
They got us last year at their place, and it's a huge rivalry. Like every game we played has been tough. These in-state games, they're always tough, especially us and the Utes. But we got to come in ready to battle. We got to come in with the mindset that it's going to be a war. Whether the refs are calling fouls for us, whether they're not calling fouls for us, whether we're hitting shots, whether we're missing shots, whatever it may be, whatever the game's given us, we have to fight the entire game. And we got to have that toughness from tip to the final buzzer, and we got to stay locked in on our scout. There were some things on the scout that we practiced that we didn't execute in the game today, and it showed. It showed clearly, and I think that's why we lost.
Yeah, Alex, you didn't attempt a field goal in the first half till the final 9 seconds, and you were able to knock down that three. How big of a jump start was that for you and for your team as you headed into that second half and offensively? And how much of it, the pressure falls on you as a senior leader on this team to kind of get the offense going each game?
I think he gave us a little jump start. Coming into the locker rooms, guys were like, "Hey, let's go! Like we're gonna get them in the second half." But they were guarding me. They were guarding me hard in the first half, and I was just trying to take what the defense was giving me. That doesn't mean that I have to force shots. That just means that I got to turn it. I got to find the pick and roll. I got to keep my dribble alive. In transition or off ball screens and get my guys open shots. Whatever it is I had to do, I want to go out there and execute it. I'm not looking to I don't really mind if I get 5 shots in the first half or 0 shots in the first half. Like all I care about is winning. And with the game plan that they had coming into the game, they were going to guard me hard, and that's what they did. So I was just trying to play as smart as I could, and then we started battling in the second half, and things started to pick up. But we just fell short.